The Stoic path to action, overcoming inertia and living with purpose. In the grand theater of life, our actions define us, echoing the profound words of Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius, actions speak louder than words. But what fuels these actions? Motivation, often ignited by emotion, serves as the catalyst. Yet, we all face moments when the flame of inspiration dwindles, our goals seeming distant, not due to a lack of desire, but a deficit in emotional drive. During these times, the wisdom of Stoicism offers a potent antidote, guiding us to transcend fleeting emotions and unearth a deeper, more enduring source of motivation. Stoicism encourages us to move beyond the ephemeral nature of our emotions and look inward, to discover the resilience of the human spirit. As Seneca wisely stated, plans fail because they have no aim. He further points out that, when a man doesn't know what harbor he is making for, no wind is the right wind. This serves as a powerful reminder to define our purpose, set our sights firmly on our desired destination, and navigate the often turbulent seas of life with unwavering determination and wisdom. We must, therefore, actively construct a stable base of character, and by anchoring ourselves to Stoic principles, we develop the fortitude to resist emotional distraction and the unwavering focus to pursue our objectives. Join me as we embark on an exploration of 7 fundamental Stoic lessons, each designed to empower you to take decisive action, overcome inertia, and ignite the flame of self-driven purpose. Within these lessons, we will discover the transformative power of grounding our actions in Stoic virtues, cultivating resilience to transcend emotional obstacles, and ultimately, achieving unwavering resolve in the pursuit of a fulfilling and meaningful life. Before we delve into these transformative lessons, I present a challenge: remain engaged until the end, ensuring you absorb every insight on this journey of self-discovery. Embrace this Stoic guidance, and let it illuminate your path towards action, personal growth, and a life lived with unyielding resolve. 1. Cultivating self-discipline, the foundation of action. Self-control, the bedrock of Stoic philosophy, serves as a beacon, urging us towards action and the realization of our full potential. Marcus Aurelius championed disciplined control over thoughts and actions, asserting that the ability to govern our reactions to life's vicissitudes constitutes the ultimate freedom. Within the embrace of self-discipline, we shed the constraints of limitation and don the wings of freedom, propelled to act not on fleeting whims, but with purpose and reason. But how does self-discipline unlock this inherent drive to action, propelling us beyond the confines of inaction? It begins with the profound realization of our own agency, the calm and empowering revelation that we possess the capacity to direct the course of our lives. Through the cultivation of self-discipline, we gain mastery over our impulses, desires, and fears, transforming them into allies rather than adversaries. Imagine possessing a steady hand, guiding us back to our chosen path when distractions arise. Self-discipline demands aligning our actions with our deeply held values, creating a harmonious existence. To cultivate self-discipline, we must consistently return to the principles of goodness and righteousness. Heeding the wisdom of Epictetus, we understand the importance of consistently practicing virtuous actions until they become ingrained in our very being. Begin each day by consciously reflecting upon your core beliefs, setting intentions aligned with your highest ideals, and engaging in activities that gently challenge your willpower. Small, manageable steps are far more effective than drastic overhauls. It is through these seemingly insignificant daily acts of discipline that a grand tapestry of character is woven, thread by virtuous thread. The Stoic journey towards self-discipline is inevitably punctuated by periods of struggle, setbacks, and the temptation to surrender. Seneca, with his profound understanding of the human condition, recognized the inherent value within these trials. He famously stated that we are forged into stronger, more refined versions of ourselves when we confront and overcome our weaknesses. Through the crucible of our resolve, Seneca's teachings resonate with the inherent resilience of the human spirit, urging us to rise after each fall, perpetually committed to the path of self-improvement. Thus, self-discipline transcends a mere tactic for enhanced productivity. It evolves into a profound spiritual practice, a solemn commitment to living in harmony with the natural order and our unique place within it. It is the unwavering resolve to act with integrity, to honor our commitments to both ourselves and others, and to pursue our goals with unwavering dedication. As we contemplate the Stoic lessons of self-discipline, we must introspectively examine how we can fortify our own resolve to act. In what specific ways can we align our daily practices with the virtues we hold most dear? Let us remember that within the cultivation of self-discipline lies the key to unlocking our true potential, transforming abstract thought into tangible action, and converting aspirations into concrete realities. It is through self-discipline that we forge a path through the wilderness of life, guided by the illuminating light of Stoic wisdom, towards a future of our own creation, a future brimming with purpose, fulfillment, and inner peace. Stoic thought is predicated on the concept of self-discipline, which empowers individuals to exercise control over their thoughts, make informed decisions rooted in reason, and cultivate a sense of inner peace. As the Stoics perceived it, true freedom emanates from within, accessible only through rigorous self-control. By effectively managing our impulses, desires, and emotional responses, we construct a resilient and unwavering mind, capable of navigating life's trials with equanimity and understanding. A crucial aspect of self-discipline, as emphasized by the Stoics, lies in discerning between what lies within our sphere of control and what remains beyond it. Recognizing this fundamental distinction allows us to concentrate our efforts on elements we can influence, such as our attitudes, behaviors, and thought patterns. When confronted with a challenging situation, take a moment to assess whether it falls under your control. Instead of striving to manipulate external events, channel your energy into managing your reactions and responses. Cultivating self-awareness is a critical component of developing self-discipline. Paying close attention to our emotions and thought processes allows us to identify the triggers that provoke automatic reactions. Dedicate time to reflecting on your daily experiences, perhaps through journaling, to track your actions and thought patterns. Analyze your motivations behind your actions and determine whether they align with your values and long-term objectives. Utilize these insights to make more conscious and deliberate choices in the future. The Stoics view hardships and suffering as opportunities for personal growth. By willingly embracing discomfort, we can strengthen our resilience and inner fortitude. Incorporate small, manageable challenges into your daily routine. This could involve taking cold showers, practicing intermittent fasting, or engaging in rigorous physical exercise. These practices will gradually acclimate you to discomfort, enhancing your ability to cope with more significant challenges in the future. Clarify your priorities and goals. Possessing well-defined priorities and goals helps us maintain focus and perseverance. When our actions are aligned with our long-term aspirations, we are less likely to succumb to distractions or impulsive desires. Articulate your long-term goals in writing and break them down into smaller, actionable steps. Organize your tasks based on their urgency and importance. Regularly monitor your progress and adapt your plans as needed to stay on track. Develop patience and determination. Self-discipline requires patience and the ability to persevere even when faced with adversity. The Stoics emphasize the importance of remaining committed to our goals, even amidst difficulties, as a means of fostering personal growth and achieving lasting happiness. Setting realistic expectations for your growth will help you cultivate patience when challenges arise. Remind yourself that setbacks are an inherent part of the journey. Remain steadfast in your commitment to your objectives, viewing each obstacle as an opportunity to strengthen your resolve. In essence, the Stoic approach to self-discipline involves cultivating awareness of one's sphere of control, enhancing self-awareness, embracing discomfort, establishing clear objectives, and fostering patience and perseverance. By consistently practicing these principles, we can train our minds to remain focused, resilient, and capable of navigating life's complexities with grace and fortitude. 2. Overcoming procrastination and laziness. Embracing the present moment. Procrastination and laziness often impede our Stoic journey toward wisdom and virtue. These aren't merely obstacles to productivity, they represent fundamental challenges to our development as rational and virtuous individuals. When we choose the path of least resistance, we compromise our potential, allowing it to languish in the shadows of inaction. This indulgence, this compromise with ease over effort, diverts us from our true path, rendering our aspirations as mere specters on the horizon, perpetually visible, yet forever out of reach. However, the Stoic tradition offers a potent antidote. The key to vanquishing procrastination and laziness lies not in some esoteric knowledge, but within the core tenets of Stoicism itself, recognizing that the present moment is all we possess, and that within this moment resides the power to choose the more difficult, righteous path over the easier, erroneous one. In his Meditations, Marcus Aurelius implores us to live each day as if it were our last, reminding us that death does not wait, and neither should we. Epictetus, with his characteristic clarity, reminds us that we are the masters of our own fates, and that our actions sculpt the individuals we become. He urges us to view procrastination and laziness not as mere habits, but as conscious choices that contradict our higher nature, choices that diminish our potential. To conquer these debilitating habits, we must embrace discomfort as a trusted ally and catalyst for growth, performing each task with mindfulness and purpose. Seneca offers sage counsel, emphasizing the brevity of life and the folly of postponing our endeavors. He astutely observes that while we diligently safeguard our material possessions from theft, we often carelessly allow others, and indeed ourselves, to steal our precious time with impunity. To counter this, Seneca advocates for a life of order, where each day is meticulously allocated with purpose, and distractions are recognized as the insidious thieves they are. Therefore, to overcome procrastination and laziness, we must cultivate a Stoic mindset. We must embrace discipline not as a burden, but as a pathway to liberation. We must practice mindfulness, living fully and consciously in each task, and most importantly, we must constantly remind ourselves of the finite nature of our time, recognizing that each moment squandered is a moment irrevocably lost to virtue and achievement. As we strive to liberate ourselves from the shackles of inaction, let us hold fast to the Stoic principles of purposeful living, mindful action, and the relentless pursuit of virtue. By embracing these principles, we not only transcend procrastination and laziness but also step into a fuller expression of our potential, moving ever closer to the ideal of the wise and virtuous Stoic sage. The Stoic teachings highlight that developing sound habits is of utmost importance. Stoics thought that being good was more of a habit than a thing you do. We can change our lives and build a strong base for personal growth by constantly acting in good ways and doing good things. We will talk about why it's important to make good habits a part of your daily life and give you steps you can take right now to start doing them. To start, think about what you value. Think about the traits that are most important to you, like justice, courage, knowledge, and moderation. Make a list of specific actions that show these qualities. If temperance is an important trait, then thoughtful eating might be a good habit to go along with it. Start small and keep going to keep from feeling stressed. Start with small habits that you can handle. It's more important to be consistent than intense. Every day for 5 minutes is better than once a week for an hour. Write down one thing you're thankful for every day to start a gratitude book. Pick up on cues and triggers. Connect new habits to things you already do to make a trigger that will remember you to do the new habit. If you want to be more aware, do it right after you brush your teeth in the morning. Track your progress and think about it. Write in a notebook or use an app to track how your habits are going. Think about how these habits are affecting your life on a daily basis and make changes as needed. At the end of each week, look back over your notebook writings and write down any changes in how you feel or act. Be kind to yourself and keep going. Know that it takes time to form good habits and that you will have failures along the way. If you miss a day or find it hard to stay consistent, be kind to yourself. Pay attention to getting back on track. If you miss a workout, don't feel bad about it. Instead, plan a lighter workout for the next day to get back on track. It takes patience, determination, and a desire to improve yourself to turn good habits into habits. You can slowly build a life full of virtue and good behavior by focusing on small steady actions that are in line with your core values. Always keep in mind that the Stoic way to greatness is not about being perfect but about making progress and being committed to growing all the time. 3. The power of good habits, building a virtuous life. Within the garden of Stoic philosophy, where virtue and wisdom flourish, the cultivation of good habits reveals the profound capacity for personal transformation. These habits, the daily rituals and practices we consciously choose to embrace, are not merely actions, they are reflections of our deepest commitments to ourselves and to the world around us. They represent the threads that weave the fabric of a life well lived, each stitch representing a step forward in the pursuit of our full potential. But what constitutes these good habits that the Stoics so passionately advocate? They are, in essence, actions aligned with our rational nature, actions that contribute to our well-being and the well-being of others. This includes practices such as mindfulness, gratitude, and acts of kindness. These habits include the disciplined pursuit of knowledge, the cultivation of resilience in the face of adversity, and the unwavering dedication to justice and honesty in all our dealings. These are the habits that strengthen the soul and unlock the boundless realms of wisdom and inner peace. To weave these good habits into the very fabric of our lives, we must first make a conscious and unwavering commitment to consistency. Marcus Aurelius, in his profound wisdom, reminds us that excellence is not an act, but a habit. We must, therefore, approach each day with the resolute intention of embodying these virtuous qualities, dedicating time to reflective contemplation, engaging in acts of kindness, expanding our knowledge through diligent study, and nurturing both our minds and bodies with care. Epictetus, known for his practical approach, teaches us that the path to virtue is one of gradual progress, not unattainable perfection. We embrace good habits not with the expectation of achieving flawlessness, but with the understanding that each intentional effort, each deliberate act, represents a step toward becoming a better version of ourselves. It is in this striving, in this persistent return to these practices even when we stumble, that true growth occurs. Seneca emphasizes the crucial role of time as our most precious and irreplaceable resource in the practice of good habits. He urges us to fiercely guard our time, dedicating it to activities that fortify our character rather than diminish it. This strategic allocation of time ensures that our aspirations toward good habits are not mere fleeting desires, but integral components of our daily lives. Following Stoic guidance, cultivating good habits is a journey of deliberate action and mindful reflection. It signifies a solemn commitment to shaping our lives in the image of virtue, realizing our inherent potential, and transforming our aspirations into tangible realities. As we strive to integrate these habits into our lives, let us proceed with the understanding that each new day presents a blank canvas for our endeavors, a fresh opportunity to mold our character in alignment with Stoic ideals. The adoption of these good habits will not only propel us toward decisive action but will also pave the way for a life overflowing with meaning, fulfillment, and enduring inner peace. Let this be our guiding light, our unwavering inspiration to rise each day and engage in actions that reflect our best selves. Stoicism teaches that developing good habits is the most important thing you can do. Stoics thought that being good was more of a habit than a thing you do. We can change our lives and build a strong base for personal growth by constantly acting in good ways and doing good things. We will talk about why it's important to make good habits a part of your daily life and give you steps you can take right now to start doing them. To start, name some important virtues and values. Think about the traits that are most important to you, like justice, courage, knowledge, and moderation. Make a list of specific actions that show these qualities. If temperance is an important trait, then thoughtful eating might be a good habit to go along with it. Start small and keep going to keep from feeling stressed. Start with small habits that you can handle. It's more important to be consistent than intense. Every day for 5 minutes is better than once a week for an hour. Write down one thing you're thankful for every day to start a gratitude book. Pick up on cues and triggers. Connect new habits to things you already do to make a trigger that will remember you to do the new habit. If you want to be more aware, do it right after you brush your teeth in the morning. Track your progress and think about it. Write in a notebook or use an app to track how your habits are going. Think about how these habits are affecting your life on a daily basis and make changes as needed. At the end of each week, look back over your notebook writings and write down any changes in how you feel or act. Be kind to yourself and keep going. Know that it takes time to form good habits and that you will have failures along the way. If you miss a day or find it hard to stay consistent, be kind to yourself. Pay attention to getting back on track. If you miss a workout, don't feel bad about it. Instead, plan a lighter workout for the next day to get back on track. It takes patience, determination, and a desire to improve yourself to turn good habits into habits. You can slowly build a life full of virtue and good behavior by focusing on small steady actions that are in line with your core values. Always keep in mind that the Stoic way to greatness is not about being perfect but about making progress and being committed to growing all the time. 4. Transforming challenges into opportunities, embracing adversity. Life, indeed, is a journey, a tapestry woven from a myriad of experiences, each soul traversing this path in their unique way. While some falter and retreat when confronted with adversity, others rise to the challenge. Stoicism, as both a philosophy and a way of life, teaches us to perceive these challenges not as insurmountable obstacles, but as invaluable opportunities for personal growth. Consider the inspiring life of Epictetus. Born a slave, he faced limitations imposed not only by his physical chains but also by the social constraints of his time. Yet, within these seemingly insurmountable limitations, he discovered a profound freedom, the freedom of thought, will, and spirit. Epictetus did not merely endure his hardships, he transformed them into a profound source of wisdom, teaching us that our response to life's inevitable ups and downs ultimately determines our level of wisdom. Difficulties, therefore, are not merely external circumstances, they are the very crucible in which we forge our character. Epictetus eloquently stated that adversity is not something to be avoided, but rather something to be embraced as a teacher, one far more rigorous and illuminating than any other. For within every challenge lies a seed of equal, or even greater, benefit. As modern seekers of wisdom, how can we apply this ancient lesson? When faced with a challenge, we must pause and introspectively ask, is this an opportunity to cultivate patience, resilience, or empathy? Every challenge possesses the potential to propel us beyond our perceived limitations, revealing latent potentials within us. Furthermore, embracing this Stoic principle extends beyond individual benefit, it has a profound ripple effect on those around us. By embodying courage, demonstrating unwavering commitment to personal growth, and exhibiting resilience in the face of adversity, we inspire others to do the same. Therefore, as we navigate life's inevitable trials, let us remember the enduring wisdom of Epictetus. Let us not perceive each challenge as a sign of failure, but as an invaluable opportunity to grow, to learn, and to inspire those around us. Within every hardship lies a secret gift, waiting to be discovered by those brave enough to seek it. Embrace these challenging times, for it is within them that your true character shines through. Life will always present us with problems. These problems can be exceptionally difficult, ranging from personal struggles to professional setbacks and unforeseen events. However, the Stoic philosophy offers a contrasting perspective, viewing these problems as potential catalysts for growth and self-improvement. By adopting a Stoic mindset and adhering to its core principles, we can learn to perceive problems as opportunities, utilizing them to cultivate strength, wisdom, and resilience. The key lies in perception. The central tenet of Stoicism is that it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. How we perceive problems has a profound impact on our ability to overcome them. By consciously reframing our perspective and approaching problems as opportunities for learning and growth, we can cultivate a more positive and constructive approach. Focus on what you can control. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Pay attention to what you can change, your thoughts, actions, and reactions. By focusing on these controllable aspects, you can better manage your responses to problems and devise effective solutions. Accept that problems can teach you. Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body. This quote by Seneca conveys that hardship can teach us a lot. Every struggle is a chance to learn something new, get stronger, and gain important insights. We can become stronger and more skilled by embracing hardship. Learn to accept what is. Accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people with whom fate brings you together, but do so with all your heart. Accepting a situation does not mean passively surrendering, it means acknowledging reality and working with it constructively. By accepting what we cannot change, we can minimize stress and direct our energy towards the aspects we can influence. Find your purpose and meaning. He who has a why to live can bear almost any how. Finding meaning and purpose amidst our problems can provide the motivation needed to persevere. By understanding the broader significance of our struggles, we can approach them with greater determination and clarity. Problems will inevitably arise throughout life, but they need not define us or lead to despair. By embracing a Stoic mindset, we can transform these problems into opportunities for growth and self-improvement. Challenges can become opportunities if we have the right mindset, sense of control, understanding, and a sense of purpose. We can also grow stronger and smarter from our experiences. 5. The power of small steps, mastering the art of beginning. It is a fundamental truth that even the most monumental journeys commence with a single, seemingly insignificant step. Stoicism emphasizes the paramount importance of starting small, a lesson that resonates deeply when we aspire to make a significant impact or embark on a new path. Begin with small steps is not merely an affirmation, it is a practical strategy for breaking down seemingly insurmountable tasks into manageable, actionable components. Consider the life of Zeno of Citium, revered as the founder of Stoicism. His philosophical journey did not begin with grand pronouncements or sweeping reforms, it began with a single, deliberate step into a bookstore. Inspired by the writings of Socrates, he took the initial, seemingly small step toward developing a philosophy that would influence generations. This seemingly insignificant action laid the foundation for the vast and enduring edifice of Stoicism. What does it truly mean to begin with small steps? It means recognizing that all progress, regardless of its scale, originates from a humble beginning. It means accepting that we do not need to visualize the entire path before embarking on our journey. Each small step is a microcosm of action, demonstrating our unwavering commitment to persevere, even when the ultimate destination seems distant. By adopting this approach, we embrace the Stoic virtue of gradual progress, recognizing that every small action contributes to a larger goal. This is a powerful antidote to procrastination and anxiety, allowing us to transform the seemingly impossible into the achievable. By focusing on the step immediately before us, we are more likely to take it, and each subsequent step builds momentum. This concept is not merely theoretical, it is eminently practical in real-world application. Instead of being intimidated by the sheer magnitude of your goal, consider the overarching objective. If you find your attention drifting toward an uncertain future, refocus on the present moment, where you possess the power to act. Ask yourself, what is the smallest step I can take right now? Take this lesson on being strong with open hearts. Let's not be scared off by how big our goals are, instead let the simplicity of the beginning encourage us. Every little step we take builds a foundation for our future selves and shows how brave and dedicated we are to the Stoic road. So as you look at the immenseness of your trip, remember the power that lies in the act of starting. Let every small step be a party and a defiant statement of your abilities and determination. In the world of action, it's not always the size of the step that matters, but the determination to take it. Life will always present us with problems. These problems can be exceptionally difficult, ranging from personal struggles to professional setbacks and unforeseen events. However, the Stoic philosophy offers a contrasting perspective, viewing these problems as potential catalysts for growth and self-improvement. By adopting a Stoic mindset and adhering to its core principles, we can learn to perceive problems as opportunities, utilizing them to cultivate strength, wisdom, and resilience. The key lies in perception. The central tenet of Stoicism is that it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. How we perceive problems has a profound impact on our ability to overcome them. By consciously reframing our perspective and approaching problems as opportunities for learning and growth, we can cultivate a more positive and constructive approach. Focus on what you can control. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Pay attention to what you can change, your thoughts, actions, and reactions. By focusing on these controllable aspects, you can better manage your responses to problems and devise effective solutions. Accept that problems can teach you. Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body. This quote by Seneca conveys that hardship can teach us a lot. Every struggle is a chance to learn something new, get stronger, and gain important insights. We can become stronger and more skilled by embracing hardship. Learn to accept what is. Accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people with whom fate brings you together, but do so with all your heart. Accepting a situation does not mean passively surrendering, it means acknowledging reality and working with it constructively. By accepting what we cannot change, we can minimize stress and direct our energy towards the aspects we can influence. Find your purpose and meaning. He who has a why to live can bear almost any how. Finding meaning and purpose amidst our problems can provide the motivation needed to persevere. By understanding the broader significance of our struggles, we can approach them with greater determination and clarity. Problems will inevitably arise throughout life, but they need not define us or lead to despair. By embracing a Stoic mindset, we can transform these problems into opportunities for growth and self-improvement. Challenges can become opportunities if we have the right mindset, sense of control, understanding, and a sense of purpose. We can also grow stronger and smarter from our experiences. 6. Finding purpose through virtue, aligning actions with values. How do we uncover our true reason for being? This age-old question has been pondered throughout history, and Stoicism offers a profound and illuminating answer: cultivate meaning through virtue. Consider the life of Cato the Younger as a quintessential example of Stoic virtue in action. His unwavering commitment to integrity serves as a powerful illustration of how virtue shapes our purpose and compels us to act, even when faced with seemingly insurmountable odds. Cato's life was a mosaic of actions deeply rooted in Stoic principles, demonstrating how virtue guides us, particularly during times of profound adversity. Cultivating meaning through virtue entails aligning our actions with our highest values, rather than pursuing fleeting desires or seeking external validation. We must introspectively examine our actions and determine whether they are shaping our character and whether we are living in accordance with our deepest held values. Through this self-reflection, we can discover our true purpose, one that is inextricably linked to the development of our virtues. When we ground our purpose in virtue, our drive to act undergoes a fundamental transformation. No longer are we motivated by the pursuit of worldly success or external recognition. Instead, we are driven by a desire to contribute to the greater good, to become better individuals, and to live a life that reflects our core beliefs. This is the source of enduring motivation and unwavering resolve. For example, when Cato encountered seemingly impossible odds, his virtue-based purpose propelled him to make the choices he did. His actions were not dictated by the probability of success or the fear of failure, but by a deep-seated commitment to acting justly and righteously. Learning from this Stoic lesson encourages us to critically evaluate our daily actions and their alignment with our values. As the Stoics taught us, living a purposeful life requires making choices that demonstrate our dedication to virtue. This imbues our lives with meaning and direction. By cultivating purpose through virtue, we not only enrich our own lives but also inspire those around us. Our actions become beacons of honesty, courage, and wisdom, driving us to act not out of obligation, but from a deep commitment to living our values. Therefore, let us embrace this message and strive to align our purpose with our virtues. This will provide us with a powerful source of motivation that will lead us to act with conviction and live a life that truly matters. One of the main ideas of Stoic thought is that you can find your meaning by doing good things. The Stoics thought that being good would make you truly happy and fulfilled. From a Stoic point of view, virtue means living in line with nature and reason, showing knowledge, courage, fairness, and moderation. When you match your purpose with these virtues, you can face life's difficulties with strength and clarity, and in every moment you can find meaning and happiness. Hey, learn about the 4 most important virtues. Wisdom, try to learn and understand. Use reason and knowledge to help you make smart choices. Courage, be brave when you face problems and fears. It can be hard, but you should always stand up for what's right. Justice, be fair and respectful to other people. Try to make a good difference in the world and in your neighborhood. Temperance, learn to control yourself and use balance. Stay balanced and avoid going overboard in your life. To do so, think about what you value. Take the time to figure out what your core ideals are. What do you believe in deeply? How do they fit in with the ideals of the Stoics? Reflecting on a regular basis helps you stay true to your ideals and guides what you do and how you make choices. Set goals that are good. Choose goals that are in line with the qualities of temperance, knowledge, courage, and justice. You should make sure that your goals are important to you and will help other people. Every day, work on improving yourself. Strive to get better all the time by taking small, steady steps. Develop habits that show how much you care about being good, like writing in a book, meditating every day, or reading intellectual texts. Accept problems as chances to learn and grow. Problems and hurdles should be seen as chances to practice and improve your values. Adopt an attitude that sees problems as chances to learn, grow, and show that you are dedicated to living a good life. The Stoic ideal of living a useful and satisfying life is aligned with the goal of building your purpose through virtue. By adopting the 4 cardinal qualities, thinking about your ideals, setting good goals, working on yourself every day, and seeing problems as chances to learn and grow, you will develop a strong, grounded, and deeply rewarding sense of purpose if you do this. 7. Simplifying life, the Stoic path to focus and peace. It may seem an impossible feat to simplify your life in a world that is constantly vying for your attention with noise, activity, and demands. Stoic thought, however, suggests that embracing minimalism can lead to a more focused, peaceful, and fulfilling existence. By eliminating the superfluous, we create space for what truly matters. It is about prioritizing quality over quantity and finding contentment with what we possess. Begin by clearing out your physical space. Get rid of things you don't need. Get rid of things you don't need or use to start. This can clear up space in your mind and in your body. Get your environment in order for a feeling of calm and order. Keep your living and working areas clean and well organized. Make the most of your time. Figure out what really matters. Pay attention to the things and people that make you happy and satisfied. Do not agree to things that are not in line with your ideals or goals. Setting up a routine. Getting into a daily habit can help you better handle your time and feel less stressed. Cut down on digital distraction. Limit the amount of time you spend in front of a screen and pay attention to how much time you spend on social media, email, and other digital distractions. Use technology on purpose and only keep the apps and tools that make your life better. This is called digital minimalism. Make your finances easier. Lower your debt, try to live within your means, and avoid taking on more debt. Make your funds easier by making a budget and keeping track of what you spend. Prioritize experiences over things. Instead of collecting things, put your money into experiences that will last a lifetime. Accept that you are present and mindfulness practice. Do things that help you be more mindful like yoga, meditation, or just spending time in nature. Don't worry about the past or the future, instead focus on the here and now. Take time to enjoy the little things in life and be grateful for the present moment. Simplifying your life doesn't mean giving up things, it means making choices that make your life more important and less stressed. Your life can be full of meaning and peace if you clear out your space, set priorities, limit digital distractions, keep your fun simple, and practice mindfulness. Remember that, as the Stoics say, what counts is not how many things you have in your life, but how good they are. Why do Stoics want to live a simpler life, and how does this simplicity help people motivate us to act? Simplifying your life isn't just a call to clean up your space, it's also an invitation to simplify your soul, to peel back the layers of unnecessary wants, and to focus on what really matters. It's in the realm of simplicity that we find the profound truth that simplicity is the pinnacle of complexity. For example, Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor, fought for the virtue of simplicity. Despite the complexity of his duties and the wealth at his disposal, he chose a life guided by Stoic principles, focusing on simplicity, duty, and inner peace. His thoughts show that he saw clarity in simplicity and knew that a life full of unnecessary things is a life that isn't focused on its true purpose. By cutting out the unnecessary parts of your life, you can focus on doing things that are in line with your values. Finding out what's important and letting go of the rest gives us clarity of purpose, which inspires and motivates us to act, not on impulse or while distracted, but with deliberate and meaningful intention. In a simplified life, each action is more powerful because it is done with full attention and intention. The essence, the actions and choices that truly show who we are and our desire to live a good life remains. So simplicity isn't about having less stuff just to have less stuff, it's about making an environment inside and outside of yourself that encourages good behavior. It's about making a life where distractions are kept to a minimum and every choice you make is a good one, every action has a reason and a meaning. Let us be inspired by Marcus Aurelius and follow the Stoic advice to simplify. By doing this, we can build a life of action that is based not on the chaos of complexity but on the clarity of simplicity. In this way, we align our lives with the Stoic ideal, seeing in simplicity not just a preference for the bare minimum but a deep way to live deeply, meaningfully, and with purpose. Conclusion. We have just completed a transformative journey together, exploring 7 Stoic lessons designed to empower you to take action. These lessons, rooted in ancient wisdom, serve as guiding beacons, illuminating the path towards a life filled with purpose, action, and lasting fulfillment. Each lesson, from cultivating self-discipline to embracing simplicity, represents a step forward in gaining mastery over our inner selves and contributing to a better world. I urge you, dear viewers, to integrate these lessons into your daily lives. Let them not remain mere intellectual concepts, but rather become catalysts for positive change, leading to greater happiness, inner peace, and personal growth. Allow these Stoic principles to inspire you to take action, to transform challenges into opportunities, and to guide you towards a life of virtue and meaning. If you found this exploration insightful and valuable, please express your appreciation by clicking the like button and sharing your thoughts in the comments section. And remember to share these profound philosophical insights with others, enriching their lives as well. If you are new to our channel, subscribe to gain access to more enlightening Stoic lessons that will empower you on your personal growth journey. We look forward to guiding you through our next lesson.